a quick of our Torah. That this week, again, it's a double parsha. The second parsha, of course, is Balak. And there's a number of questions here. Number one, the main character in Balak is not Balak himself. It's Balaam. He's the main protagonist, you might say. He is the one that we concentrate on. Yet, the parsha is not named after him, it's named after Balak. So the question comes, why Balak? He only makes a few appearances here, but he's the instigator. He's the one who goes out of his way to hire Balaam to curse the Jewish people. He sees the danger of the Jewish people. He figures, okay, this is a spiritual battle. I have to get somebody on a spiritual level. So he gets Balaam. And Balaam himself is a very interesting character. But notice that Balak sets everything in motion. That it comes apart through God. It's like you might start something, but God will handle the rest. He will take things in ways that you might not have dreamed of. And Balaam, of course, is one of the most famous characters in the entire Bible. He and his donkey. The donkey also is one of the most famous characters in the Bible because the donkey basically refuses to go on at a certain point. The donkey sees a fiery angel with a sword and says, I don't want to go there. And he and Balaam start to have a conversation. The donkey says, I won't go. Balaam says, you have to. He beats the donkey, says, after all I've done for you, this is how you treat me. And by the way, what the donkey did for him was not just carry his stuff, but there's a lot of other perversions that Balaam did with his donkey, to put it mildly. And at a certain point, the donkey says, Balaam, I'm a donkey, and we're having a conversation. Don't you find something strange here that I can speak? And that's when it dawns on Balaam, like, I think I've bitten more off than I can chew. That it's a very interesting, though, insight. Balaam is so concerned with his mission, he doesn't see the little things around him until something basic is pointed out to him. There was a test done, people have heard about it, where you're shown a movie and you're asked to concentrate on these two teams playing basketball and who scores the most points. And that's what you're told to concentrate on. So they show the movie, and at the end of it they say, did you notice anything strange in the movie? And what's strange? Did you notice the gorilla in the middle of the basketball court? And nobody had noticed it. And then when they showed the movie again, the gorilla is literally walking in front of the players. And he waves at the audience. Huh? The gorilla doesn't play basketball. The point is that people were so concentrating on the game, they did not see something obvious. That this gorilla was there. And this is the way that we are. We sometimes concentrate so much on a particular issue, we don't see what's going on around us. And that's another issue about Parshat Balak. The Jewish people in Parshat Balak are there, they're the main subject, but they're not active. They're not active. The main protagonist is Balaam. His job was to curse the Jewish people, but then his curses turn into blessings. And one of the reasons, in other words, it's, and this sometimes we lose sight of, the basic things. The Jews were concerned about the manna, they were concerned about the water, they were concerned about this, they're concerned about that. They did not see around them that this guy named Balak, who wanted to do them harm. They forgot about him. They forgot about everything, which is sometimes we get so wrapped up in our individual issues, we forget that there's a whole world out there. And we have to keep our feet on the ground and realize there's a world out there, and not everybody is our friend. But there are a lot who are our friends. But we have to be able to distinguish between friend and foe. We have to be able to distinguish that yes, we have problems inside, but don't let those problems stop us from realizing that we have to remain united. Something to think about.